Hi there, we're going to be talking about different types of numbers, all of which are going to be real numbers. There are these things also called imaginary numbers, but we will not be working with them in this course, and you probably won't see them until AG 3. But we are going to take a look at all the different types of real numbers. So all of these are the different types of real numbers that we have. First off, we have natural numbers. These are our counting numbers. For instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't include 0, they don't include negative numbers. Natural numbers are just positive whole numbers, which leads us down here to whole numbers. We have a formal definition for whole numbers. These are counting numbers, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we had before, but also 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. Once again, no fractions, no decimals, no negative numbers. We are only dealing with the counting numbers and also 0. Next up, we have integers. These are positive and negative whole numbers. So we can include negative 20 or negative 14, but it still includes 0 and it still includes the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next up, we've got positive and negative fractions. These are irrational numbers. Rational numbers include the whole numbers as well, but we are throwing in fractions in addition to the positive and negative whole numbers that we had before. So the rational numbers are literally anything that can be rewritten as a fraction. So if you have 0.5, well, you can write 0.5 as 1/2. That makes it a rational number. But for instance, something like the number pi, if you know that from your formula for the area of a circle, that would be an irrational number because pi cannot be written as a fraction. Another example would be a number that is not a perfect square. So if I take the square root of 10, it's going to give me a long string of decimals that go on forever and do not repeat. Therefore, it can't be written as a fraction, and it becomes an irrational number. So an irrational number is something that can't be written as a fraction, and a rational number is something that can be written as a fraction. I've got a nice chart for you to sort of show you how all of these relate. So first off, we've got our natural numbers down here. We've got 1, 3, 5, and 9, just some examples of what natural numbers are. All of the natural numbers are included in the whole numbers. So I've got an arrow going from the natural to whole. So the whole, we add 0 in here. So the natural numbers are included in whole numbers. We throw in 0 as part of the whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. That's why I've got the arrow pointing to integers. Integers throw in the negative numbers. So I've got -4 and -27 here as a couple examples. Once again, all integers are included in rational numbers. So integers were our positive and negative whole numbers that also included 0. Rationals throw in fractions and also decimals that can be rewritten as fractions. And then this brings us up to real numbers. So all natural numbers are whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. All integers are rational numbers. And all of these are also real numbers. We also have irrational numbers over here. Irrational numbers can't be written as a fraction. So the square root of 10 here is going to give me a big old decimal that I can't put as a fraction. And if you remember, pi is equal to 3.1415926, so on and so forth, forever. And it won't repeat. That makes it an irrational number. But it is still a real number.